Here we are. It's D-Day. Regrettably, we'll see what my prediction is. Hopefully, I'll have egg on my face, rather. I predict the Republicans will lose both seats in Georgia. And it will then be time for the American people to rise up. That's why I wrote my book, It Takes a Revolution, Forget the Scandal Industry, which you can get at Amazon.com, all major booksellers. You can go to freedomwatchusa.org. With a contribution of $50 or more, we'll send it to you for free. But I didn't write it for money. I wrote it because it was inside of me. It's in my heart. It's what I believe. I believe that we are at a crossroads. Things cannot be resolved at the ballot box anymore. The system is totally corrupt. Our executive branch is corrupt. Our legislative branch is corrupt. And our judicial branch is even more corrupt. And that's what I write about, talking about how judges, unelected federal judges, have become despots and tyrants, and how they don't protect us from the tyranny of the other two branches of government, or frankly, even ourselves anymore. So it's time to rise up with citizens' grand juries, bringing justice about ourselves. We're going to be holding one and holding Biden and his son accountable in the next few weeks. We'll indict them, we'll try them, we'll convict them, and we'll seek to mete out citizens' arrests peacefully and legally. Now, whether that actually occurs or not remains to be seen. But this will cause a groundswell for the American people to understand that we are back to 1776. Things are worse today than when we started this country in my birthplace of Philadelphia and the birthplace of liberty on July 4th. And of course, the hostilities broke out with the British long before that. But King George III was not a socialist. King George III was not a communist. King George III was not a radical Muslim or a member of the Marxian Jewish left. And I'm Jewish myself, so don't take that anti-Semitically, a Jewish Christian. Not an LGBTQ, not an atheist, not a radical feminist. This country is being pulled apart by these radicals, and we're on the edge of having a total takeover of our so-called government within 24 hours right now. And you can expect that's going to happen, even if Republicans keep a seat or two in Georgia and retain control. I predict that to change the balance of power, a Republican senator will turn up dead in some state with a Democratic governor, and it'll be a Democrat will be appointed, and they'll have control. Same thing for the Supreme Court. If they don't pack that, I think we're going to see a judge or two go the way of Antonin Scalia, God forbid. But this is where we are today. It's ruthless. The Democratic Party has been inhabited by the devil. The left has been inhabited by the devil. And it's time for the United States to survive, for us to rise up. Now, the demonstration is going to be held in Washington today and tomorrow. Rather than walking around like zombies, I suggest that people, hundreds of thousands, if not millions, circle the White House, tell the president, do not leave until you declare new elections without fraud, invoke the Insurrection Act, freeze things right now, do not leave office, and let's have a free and fair election. That'll be our last shot at preserving this government. And if we don't, then we need to form a new government, as it says in our Declaration of Independence that we have a right to do. And at that point, I'm going to call a Third Continental Congress. We're going to have it anyway in Philadelphia, late spring of next year, with experts from all fields. We're going to tinker a little bit with the Constitution. We're going to take immunity away from federal officials and judges and prosecutors, make them accountable legally to the people, because right now they think they have immunity, that they can do whatever they want, that they're above the law, judges in particular. It's unbelievable. Prosecutors as well, others. We're going to take back the rights of the people and not make these people our gods or our nobility. That's not going to happen, because it's all over. It's over, guys, in Washington, D.C. You criminals, and this little dog and pony show you're going to do about, in the Senate or in the House with regard to certification of electoral college results. That's what you always do. You have hearings, but nothing ever happens. This is to say we did it. But we didn't go far enough to stick our neck out. Well, it's time for the American people to stick their neck out, because we're not going to have a country much longer. Within days, probably a day to 48 hours, you're going to see that this country has gone down the drain. And we now need to rise up and reestablish that country in the vision of our founding fathers. So get my book, It Takes a Revolution. Forget the Scandal Industry. I don't mince words. I'm not trying to sell books. I'm not Sean Hannity. I'm not the rest of them on Fox News that promote their own books. books that say, oh, vote for Donald Trump, he's going to save us. I want the president to remain in office too, but he's not a political messiah. The American people are, and there's only one messiah. That's Jesus Christ and the Father. So if you don't rise up now, forget about having a country. And that's my message today. And go out and get my book and see how we take this country back. It takes a revolution. Forget the scandal industry at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, with a contribution of $50 or more on Freedom Watch's website at freedomwatchusa.org. We'll send it to you for free. But I'm doing this not for money. I'm doing it because we need to mobilize the American people. And as I've said many times, as Benjamin Franklin said in 1776, either we all hang together or separately we will hang. That's my message for today. God is with us if we help ourselves. God bless you. Be safe. Protect your family. Exercise your Second Amendment rights. Go out and get a gun. Don't use it offensively, but be prepared because the left is coming for you. Frankly, they want to kill you and your family. That's the bottom line. They want to take the country over, even more so than the British in 1776. God bless you. God bless your family. I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you for listening to me.